French, we use it a lot. This is the only sound we have with Jernzer. So if you go on Google Translate and just write je like that, je in French, you'll be able to hear it. You can hear it there.
Yeah, good
Okay.
morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
How
how
are
are
you?
you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, great. Yes, and luckily I'm also fine today. I'm quite well.
Yeah, what about your stomach pain?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened yesterday, but it was maybe like I usually go for a jog every day, and I think I also do sort of a 100-meter running. Just it's just
Mm,
100 meters, but I've recently started it. Jogging I've been doing for a long time, but just running. I think because of that, maybe some nerve I pulled a
mm,
muscle or something. I don't know, but
yeah,
now it's completely fine. I took a medicine yesterday. I had to cancel my sessions,
yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah. So we use this pull a muscle, This is another verb noun
Mm.
collocation. And we sort of have that, I don't know how to explain it
Act.
because it's technical.
We also use act.
Ek,
Act.
A-C-H-E,
A-S-C-H, yeah.
A-C-H-E is
S-H.
ek, ek,
Ache. Yeah, ache.
ek. Ache is a bit different. Ache could be anything, stomach ache, headache, and anything. Pull a muscle is that very point where in Hindi, I think we say uh, baita, yeah, that is one word.
Yes,
Have
yes,
you ever heard of it?
bite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, that's there, and there's another word. I forgot it in Hindi, but yeah, in English it's like that. Pull a muscle. I might have pulled a muscle.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Yes.
now it's
Okay.
okay. You
Now
feel
it's completely
better
fine.
now.
Yes, I had to take a pill, and I had to cancel my sessions, but it gave me my time. Gave me time to read my novel. So
Mm.
that's good. Yes. Okay. Besides that, we were
Which
discussing.
novel are you reading?
I
Which
am
novel are
reading.
you reading?
Yeah, I'm currently reading some novels of Agatha Christie. When I was in Delhi, I started reading her. I read around 8 or 10 books of her.
Okay.
I think there is a bit of a lag. Your internet isn't working well.
Yeah, I'm asking about
Yeah,
language of that novel. It's in
it's in
French or
English. No, it's in English. It's in English because Agatha Christie was an English author, British author, and so I'm reading her in
mm,
English itself. And so
okay.
I read around 8 or 10 novels of her when I was in Delhi, and then I sort of I discovered her again. I could say a couple of her
Which
novels were
author?
left. I thought the same Agatha Christie.
Christie.
Yeah, have you ever heard of her? You know her?
No,
Actually,
no.
she is. I am not sure if we talked about her or not, but she is the second most celebrated author of the world.
Mm.
Like the
Could you write
highest.
the name?
Yeah,
Christie.
yeah, Agatha Christie. So
Mm.
she sold around 2 billion books worldwide. 2 billion copies of her books have been sold, um, which is the second highest, only next to Shakespeare. And she
Mm.
actually is considered the queen of the crime. Like she writes detective novels, and so
Okay.
there's a murder, and then the detective is going to solve it. A typical who's
Yeah.
done it novel.
Yeah. So, do you want to write a book? Have you ever thought about this?
Not in that way really. First, I thought
Mm.
I'd write something, but yeah, reading is one thing and writing is another thing. Maybe at
Mm.
some point I could give it a shot, but
Yeah,
right.
I want to write a book. Not only one, but yeah, I want to write book. If
And
one
what
book
would be
is
the
going good,
genre?
then
Okay.
genre, it could be life story, it could be anything like motivational story. Yeah, I want to write.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah,
First of all, the pronunciation of the word is not exactly genre. It's simply genre.
genre,
Genre.
genre,
Yes.
mm,
Genre.
genre,
Okay. Yeah. And could you pronounce it again?
genre,
Yeah. And
genre,
this word.
vision, vision,
Okay. And one last.
vision,
And one more.
usual, usual.
Actually,
Okay.
is the j sound only in 5 or 6 words in English to be used? It's actually not
Mm,
an alphabet in English, but it's j, not z,
usual,
but j. Usual,
usual,
casual.
casual, casual,
No, again I can hear the z sound. Casual. It's casual.
casual,
J.
casual, casual,
That's again z,
casual.
like zoo. It's Z is you bring your tongue somewhere close to your front teeth. In this case, it's a little further behind. J, j. Like in Hindi, how you say j, you have to touch your tongue there, but it's a bit different. J. Your tongue has to be there. J.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Usual,
it's only used in
usual, usual,
a little bit better. Yes, j in that way.
usual, usual,
If
usual, usual.
no,
Okay,
again
I
you
will
switch
try
to the
after.
sounds. So there's this. Many of my learners do have trouble with this because it's not an English sound, as I said. In French, we
Okay.
use it a lot. This is the only sound we have with Journza. So if you go on Google Translate and just write "je" like that, "je" in
Yeah.
French,
J-
you'll be able to hear it. You can hear it there, "je,"
yeah.
"je," "je" like that, and we use that here. Vision,
Usual,
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 casual. Could you pronounce it
usual.
again?
Catch. Usual, usual,
No,
usual,
again, it was the
usual.
Z sound only. You can pronounce it later, and you can listen to it multiple times, and then you'll be
Yeah.
able to pronounce it better.
Okay.
Vision, genre, usual, casual, and regime. These are the 5 or 6 words with which we use the je sound.
Regime, regime,
Yeah, it's actually regime, regime,
regime, regime.
regime. Yeah, you're still saying Z. You can try it later on. Many of my learners have had this trouble, so
Okay,
no
yeah.
worries.
I will try after this.
Yeah, you could. And I use this idiom. I will give it a shot. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Is quite basic to try something. Yeah, try something. So when you ask me if you'd ever write a book, I could say I could give it a shot. Give it a shot. Sorry.
Means you want to do something but still not doing, but not doing now.
It simply means to try something. It could be that I'm
Try
trying it right now. Like I could say to you, I ask you a question and you say, okay, it's very difficult. I could say, okay, just give it a shot. As in, right now you could do it, just to try something.
Yes.
Yeah, to try something. So let's say you have to write a book. It could be a motivational story or any romantic story. What could be the story like? Just try to cook something up.
Story. Like if I talk about motivational books, so I will try to explain things related to my story, my life story. After some time, I will achieve something. So I will try to give example of my real life story and another one's life story also. Then I'm going to explain how things work when we wish something. So how nature will work for us, like this
How
I want
nature
to.
works, how universe, actually we say universe
Yeah,
here,
how universe work for us.
works for us. Okay.
So these things I
Hmm.
want to write, I want to give some words.
Okay. Hmm. And so if you were to write a story of about yourself as in an autobiography, what details would it include? Just let's say you had to write the first chapter today, how do you do it?
Yeah, first I would like to introduce like first I would like to introduce myself. I will start from my childhood days. From my
Mhm.
childhood days, then I will explain about everything about my childhood days, how did I had that time. So these kind of small thing I will explain in
Small
first
things.
step. So a small thing I will explain in first chapter. Then I will give some bad. I will explain some bad things which has happened with me. Then how I faced difficult situation and how I come up these problems,
How
and
I
how I
came out of
find
these situations.
solution.
Mhm.
Yeah, how I find so find not found.
Found,
Yeah,
found.
it's found.
Yeah, I found
Found
solutions for it.
solution. Uh,
Hmm.
these kind of. And then
Okay.
finally I achieved my goal like this.
Hmm. Okay. Yes. Okay. Before we come ahead, like I have a couple of follow-ups, but this word first of all.
Goal,
Yeah, it's no, it's not goal, it's goal. Like pole,
goal,
this pole,
goal,
goal. Correct, goal.
goal, goal.
Like, rope. Yeah, pole,
Pole.
pole,
Pole.
rope,
Rope.
rope, not
Rope.
drop, but rope.
Rope.
Correct. And so if you remember, we did this yesterday, right? We will have these two pronunciations. One is pole, like as in South Pole. The other is a name, Paul, Paul, Paul.
Pole.
Yeah. So this one would be pole goal. Okay. This one, could you pronounce it?
Pole.
I wrote another word.
Autobiography. 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 Graphy. Autobiography.
Biography. Biography.
Biography. Autobiography. Autobiography.
Just,
Bio.
just a second. Just a second. Just a second. So it would be like bi or it would be like that. Autobiography. Autobiography.
Autobiography. Autobiography.
Correct.
Autobiography.
Yeah. So it's always biography. So we have
Biography.
two things to take care of. First of all, the last one would be not graphy. It would be graphy.
Graphy.
Very, very short. And the word, the syllable before it would be is stressed. Photography. Photography.
Photography.
Correct.
Photography.
Biography
Biography.
and autobiography.
Autobiography.
Correct.
Autobiography.
Yeah, biography. Okay. And we when we say explain, we don't explain about something. We just explain something.
Narrate.
That's one thing. Yeah. So that is what I was coming to. For story, we say narrate. For incidents, we can also say describe. I'll describe my childhood. That is the best word. And we can say use explain for concepts. Explain concepts.
Concept. Yeah. When
Yeah.
we
So for
have to
here,
explain something, like any concept or any theory, then we use it.
exactly. Like right now, I'm explaining you the difference, explaining to you the difference between narrate, describe, and explain. That is also an explanation. In this case, you can say describe. I'll
Yeah.
describe my childhood. So, but yeah. So now coming to the second chapter that you mentioned, I will try to talk about the difficulties that I faced and how I tried to come out of them, how I tried to find solutions to them. Well, what are those difficulties? You can tell me in detail also.
Difficulties, yeah. I face so many difficulties, but it's personal also,
Okay,
and
okay.
some professional also. Like I want to do, wanted to go in MBA college, but my cousin and my brother denied, not wanted to wanted to take me admission in that college, but yeah, my parents supported me, and I went to a MBA college, and I have completed. And during this course, I was faced so many difficulties
I
because
faced so
uh,
many difficulties.
I faced so many difficulties because this is a new for me, and syllabus was very vast. But yeah, I have completed. There are so many people there. There are some of my classmates were jealous to me. These are so
Jealous
many
of me.
small jealous of me. So yeah,
Hmm.
so I faced um, ignorance also in my class during my class. So these are the
Hmm.
things I
Hmm.
want to
Hmm.
narrate.
Okay. Yes. Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. Ignorance in what sense?
Ignorance means like I was introvert, I was shy person, so I couldn't speak much, but they could speak more.
Hmm.
So I didn't have a friend, but after some time I had one friend only. So it's only like when I started my MBA. So for 5 months I sit in a class alone. So like
Hmm.
this, these
Okay.
are small
For
small
the
things
first,
because
yeah,
mm,
these are
like
some small things that happen.
mm,
Hmm. So for the first 4 5 months, I sat alone, or I had to sit alone.
sat alone. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Coming quickly to a couple of errors here. First of all, these words can be confusing. Ignore and ignorance. They are completely
Mm.
different actually. Many of my learners they also get confused with words improve and improvise. Improve
Improve.
is one thing. Improve somewhere. Improvise is completely different. Here we have a similar situation. They ignored you, or you were ignored. They ignored you, or you were ignored. Ignorance
Yeah.
is a bit different. Ignorance is when it's a bad word in a way, when you don't have enough knowledge about things, or even if you do, you don't want to see it. That is being ignorant. Like for kids, sometimes we use it that they don't really know about this world, about the crimes that occur in this world that are committed. So they are ignorant. And then we use it in sort of a good way. For humans also, we can say they are very ignorant of the stuff that is happening around them, like poverty and everything. That is ignorant. Is of course a very bad word. Ignore and ignorance are completely different. That's one thing. Okay. That's one thing. Ignorance. Ignorance. As you can see the pronunciation. Ignorance. Could you pronounce it again?
Ignorance, ignorance,
Ignorance. Ignorance.
ignorance,
Correct.
ignorance.
Yeah. Ignorance. That's one thing. We don't. They didn't deny it. Deny is more when you ask someone something and they deny the truth of it. They deny, as in they say that
They
this is
didn't
not true.
accept.
They didn't accept it, or they refused my request. They refused, or they didn't accept me. They didn't allow me. Okay? And you were trying to frame this sentence here. They did not want me. We say it like that. They did not want me to take an admission there. They want me to take admission there. Can you read that?
They did not want me to take admission there. They
Yeah,
did not want me to take admission there.
exactly. Me comes after want, just after want, not later on. So they do not want me to take admission. And this word also, could you pronounce it?